it's Michelle Pepper here. Good evening. I am doing a surprise video. It's very impromptu. I'm actually not feeling that well, so I couldn't go to my team meeting today. Don't want to spread and share my germs. So yeah, just feeling like I'm missing out a little bit. So anyway, I thought I'll do some stamping with you guys instead, online. And I can't really do this live because I've got young children, husband's just got home and he's going to be cooking soon, so there will be some background noise. My excuse was like I shouldn't cook today, so because I'm still not feeling that well. Anyway, he thought that was a poor excuse, but he's letting me do it. So I thought I'll just quickly do some stamping here. But also because I want to talk to you about joining Stamping Up, joining my team. Especially this month in October, we have a great special. Any time is a great time to join Stamping Up. Buy the starter kit, where you normally pay $189 and you get $285 worth of products. But for October only, you get $333 worth of products. And also the products will come to you free shipping. So normally you'd have to pay 6% of shipping or $10.95, whichever is the bigger amount. So October is a great month to join Stamping Up, to join my team, get yourself a starter kit. Now the other reason, I'm going to flip you around. Sorry, this is very, this is very low tech. So hopefully it's not too dizzy for you. Now let's see if I can turn you around. Actually, I don't think I have that option. Good evening, everyone. It's Michelle Pepper here. So here we are. You can see this in the right orientation. Well, just as well I didn't do a live because I realized that I couldn't flip my video. So I had to actually stop it, and now I've got to play another one. But actually 5 minutes into filming, my phone ran out of battery, so it died, and I have had to wait for it to charge up. So I'm now doing this video, and I can pause it and join the two videos together when I go to put this on the Facebook page as well as the YouTube. So talking about joining my team, getting the starter kit. So basically you can get any products from the annual catalog or the mini catalog, and you can get them up to the value of $333 for the month of October, and you only pay $189 for it. Also, shipping will be free. So instead of 6% of the order or $10.95, depending on which one is the bigger value, you actually get the shipping for free. So it's a really great time, to join Stamping Up. Now, what I wanted to show you was today. So one of the reasons for this video as well is to show you, one of the perks of joining Stamping Up, joining my team, is that you get early access to products. So this product, actually it's this one here, Frame Florets, and also it's coordinating dies. They don't come together. I just like to put mine together. So they are like the set of 13 dies, and then the set of sentiments and floral images and foliage. Now these all you can buy. These are actually early release. These are actually going to be in the January mini catalog that comes out in January, but it will be available for customers in November, from November. The only thing is, like, if you are a demonstrator, you could actually get this in October. So if you get your starter kit between now and the end of October, you can actually include this in your starter kit. So that's one of the reasons for joining, because you get early access to products, so you won't miss out on them. Having said that though, one of the products that come in this collection for October for demonstrators is also including this framed and festive stamp set. So this is only available until 4th of January, I think it is. But again, you know, if you are a demonstrator, you can get this in October. Otherwise, you have to wait till November to get it. So there's also another product that come out with it, which is the swirls, golden, like a swirl adhesive backed gems. But it was, yeah, so during the pre-order, the shipment hasn't even arrived yet, so we couldn't get it. But it is now available. Yeah, so mine is on its way. Now, all the other thing that came with this is a set of papers. So these are the set of papers that also come in this collection. So basically, I'm confusing you probably. In October, right, demonstrators can get all of these products individually or together as a collection. And then in November, these will be available to customers. And then from January onwards, from when the mini catalog comes, the only products that are available are these two. The stamp set with the coordinating dies, which are in the mini catalog. So these ones, however, are only for now, right? And so if you were a demonstrator, you would have been able to use this in October and didn't have to wait till November. Anyway, so what I want to do is craft today. Yeah, just talk you through crafting if you don't know anything about crafting, if you're new to crafting, or even if you're avid crafters. Just stamp along with me, watch it if you want, and just enjoy yourself. So now with this, I wanted to show you with the dies. Now I didn't know that, so this is something that, you know, you get with playing around with it. Now I didn't know that. I thought it was going to cut out the oval as well, but it actually didn't. So this die here just cuts out all the little hearts. So in order to use this properly, you would have to either already cut out an oval or cut out a rectangle and then do this. So I'll show you in one of the projects that we'll be doing today. Now this one cuts out the frame. This one is like a 2-in-1 as the other one is as well. So this one is like a 2-in-1. You run this through the cardstock and you'll get this frame, but you also get the inside bit. Well, actually, here I can show you this card which I made for my monochromatic post on Monday. So that was that die. In one go you get that frame and as well as the inner part, which you can use together or separately. So that was that, and the same with this. Okay, this die here does the same thing. It cuts out this frame, but also there's a middle piece which we will be using. So I'm just gonna put these away, and so the other dies are just cutting out the images that are in the stamp set. Right, just so this is one of the things I do when I get a new product, just playing around with it. You got to play with it, otherwise, you know, sometimes you don't want to just hoard. And yeah, so make the cards and send them over to your friends and family and make their day. All right, so framing festive, this is all the Christmas sentiment, which I love. So it's great, you know, I'm going to be using it a lot before Christmas. And yeah, so if you want to get it, either join the team now in October and put it in your starter kit, or order it as your first order after getting the starter kit. Or if you're just a customer, you just want to get it in November, that's fine as well. So that's an available option. Right, now these papers. So these cards don't come with it, but I've just put them in here. So this is called the Fitting Florets 12x12 DSP. And so with Stampin' Up, they actually tell you what color cardstock coordinates with the DSP. So, and they're actually alphabetically sorted. I didn't realize that. So you've got the Balmy Blue, the Blushing Bright, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, which I don't have here for some reason. Let me just see. I can just pull this out, I guess. Yep. Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. So you've got all these colors that coordinate with the cardstock. Sorry, with the DSP. Alright, so it's great when you're a demonstrator because you tend to, you are able to get a collection of all these cardstock over time, and so you never are out of colors. So, well, when you don't pay full price, so you can afford to do that, right? So, but the other thing that I'm going to try and offer as well, actually, is Stampin' Up used to do them, but they don't do them anymore. But I think I can do that as an offering, where we would get, you get 3 colors. You can choose 3 colors. So just send me an email or text me of the 3 colors cardstock that you would like. So you'll get 8 of each color. That makes up the 24 cardstock in a cardstock pack, 24 sheets. Yeah, so I am willing to do that for you, if that helps. Okay, that's a side thing. I didn't intend to say that, but actually, well. Alright, so what I do when I get the papers is I do cut them. Alright, I try and cut them and use them. So, seriously, sometimes we just love our papers so much and we don't actually end up using them. So, I'm just trying to get into a habit of cutting them up. So, I have cut them 6 by 12 for now. Alright, 6 by 12. I leave a set because there are 2 sheets of 2 of each sheet of design, which is double-sided. And I just cut one 6 by 12. So I have 2 sets of 6 by 12, and then I leave one whole one. Now, except for these pieces like that, where it's a whole sheet of florals, which I might want to just cut out the floral and use them instead of cutting it into sheets. So I've cut out here this one for one of our projects today. So, but this is what I do, right? So I might leave this on its own without cutting it. And on the other side, it's also really pretty. All right, so this is balmy blue. This would make a great Christmas card too. So yeah, I might do that. But for now, I have left it full page. Right. So I love stamping, and so should you. So why? Let's just see. Let's just talk you through some just stamping. So I've got these 3. Now actually I've got this one here too. So what would you get? What would you get in your starter kit? Well, depending on where you're at, right? So if you're an avid crafter, you probably already have a lot of things. So what you would get would probably be different to what someone who is completely new to stamping and to Stampin' Up. So they might get different things, or that I might recommend different things to them. So now, one of the things that I would recommend people to get is a stamparatus such as this one. So it's basically a stamping tool that, yeah, so what I've done here, so hopefully I'll just talk you through what I've done here. This stamp set, I've got all these greetings. What I've done is I've actually put them all onto this plate, right? I've just done them all like this, and then so what you can do is put it on here, and then you stamp on it. Now, if you put your card, and if you, so you can have your card in place, right? So that, let's see. I think I had it down here. So I've pre-done this so that, you know, it doesn't take up too much of your time. But you would do this. So you put that magnet. That magnet will just hold it into place. And so you kind of stamp it that way. And then if there were some that weren't stamped properly, you can re-ink. Oh, here we go. You can re-ink. Let me just move this so you can actually see. You can re-ink this, and then you go down and press it again, and it should all be in place. So this is great for those who are perfectionists, and so who sometimes don't stamp right. Sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes it's just, you know, or well, sometimes it's just we haven't inked it up properly, or when we stamp we haven't put the right amount of pressure. So you get inks that, you know, that you get partly inked. Your sentiments or your images might be partly inked, and so using this product you can re-ink and re-stamp, and it'll all be in the right place. So so yeah, so that's what I've done with this. Okay, so I'll turn it over to show you what I've done. All right, so I've made a little kind of, I don't know, a collage of words, if you like, or what do you call it? Yeah, like a DSP, like with words. Okay, so this is in soft succulent, which is also part of the suite, the product, the DSP color, and then I've stamped it in evening evergreen. Now then at this point, so I can try and fill up the places here. So what does this one say? From our home to yours, which is over here. So I might put it like this. You know, I might just have something like this. So let's just see. Let's play around. I'm just playing around with you with this now while you're here. If I don't like it, there's always ways to cover it. So, evening evergreen. Right. So I'm just going to take this off. Right. This is now not even straight. So let me just grab that and just do it that way. So I'm lining up. I guess I'm lining up the top here. Right, and then I'm just going to do this part. So I've just got I've just filled up a little bit, okay, and then I might use, now I might just go and clean this straight away. So show you more products that you can get. So this is a stamping shimmy. It comes in one big rectangle piece which I've cut in fourths, and I've used it a lot, so it's really out of color. So I'm just going to clean this. My workspace is actually quite tiny, so I'm sorry. So I'm just gonna it's just shaking this, aren't I? So I'm just gonna put that over here. Alright, so that it's out of place. Yep, so that's clean. So move that out the way. I'm going to put that into the stamp set so I don't lose them. I'll deal with it later. Okay. So then I might go for, I don't know, Tis the Season, which is down there, or fa la la la. I could do that. Yep, I could do that as well. So I'm going to just mount that. Stamp it up, and then just go right. So you can see I'm just filling up the spaces. All right. So okay, that one's falalala there, so I don't want another falalala there. Sorry, I'm just shaking the camera. Ah, golly gosh. Put that one there. Let me see what else I can use. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. Maybe I can use that one. Have yourself a Merry Christmas. See. Radio. And then I might actually do that here as well. So, yeah, so you can see I'm just filling up the spaces. Alright, and then we're just going to clean that off. I might put Noel here. Noel, actually, or maybe I'll do Merry Christmas here. Maybe. Okay. Oops, just clean this off. Alright, so actually make it Merry Christmas. Just going to do it that way. Merry, and maybe this part here as well. Oh, actually no, then it will be Christmas, won't it? So as you can see, you can really just be creative and have fun. Just have a play. Doesn't matter, right? So from all of us, just gonna put that there. I'm gonna fill it up here. Right, so I think I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so video. So I'm just closing that so I'm not stuck. So I can have just that, and then I'm not sure what this one is for. I don't know what that one's for. Anyway, so that was what I wanted to show you using this Stamparatus tool. So I'm just going to move that out of the way now. So I've just got that part. Clear my space. Right, then do we want to put this on? Let me see. Colour's a little bit funny, isn't it? It's actually soft succulent. I don't know what's going on with that colour. Let me just turn off the light here. Yeah, that's more like it. But when you put it down there, it looks like barney blue. That's not the colour. Alright. Now, what colour will I have this on? I'm not sure yet. So this is where I wasn't fully organised with this stem. So I might just leave this on its own for now. But this is what you can do with this card, right? We might come back to this one. Because while I think about what I'm going to do, and I'm actually, maybe I could use a soft succulent. Oh yeah, tell you what, I'm just going to finish doing it. I have to work in the dark as well, so bear with me, just with lighting issues. Right, I don't know where my soft succulent is. Let me turn on the light again. Oh. Okay. As much organised as I thought I was, clearly not. Bear with me. Here's my soft succulent. Okay, so I've just got stamps. I'm just going to cut these. Okay, so if you are a new stamper and you do not have one of these trimmers, highly recommend it too. You do need a trimmer, and it's useful for a lot of things, right? You don't just use this for, you're not only using this for stamping actually, in a lot of, it's just a stationery that you should have, I think. It's part of your stationery box, so definitely have a tool. Oh, no, I can't put it away yet because I can score it as well. So the great thing about this is there is inches and also centimeters, metric measurements and imperial measurements. So when you are a stamper, when you craft and you watch a lot of videos, a lot of it is American videos, so you probably end up seeing a lot of measurements in inches, and we don't use them here in New Zealand, or we don't tend to use them. So, but it's not a problem when you have Stampin' Up! Trimmer, because you've got both measurements. Right, so I actually find it quite easy to work with imperial. Right, so then that goes on there. Now I just want to trim it slightly. Right, how do I do this? I think I'll trim it quite a lot. Yeah, so I just started it with a piece of paper, a cardstock that I've already had. So you know, with this, I might end up doing this more like a, so I'm just measuring here. So I think I'm just cutting it off right about here. Let's see. Which is about 10. Okay, let's just do about 10. Okay, just that little strip. Right, so I might just put that one there, like so. Okay, so quite happy with that. Maybe even a little bit more, just so that we have an even border. Okay, I might do 9.8 then. Okay, so these are little scraps. Let me check them out. Okay. Right. So, I tell you what, this is going to be like a little play with scraps. Okay, so I can put it there. Okay, I'm happy with that. Now I have, now this is another stamp set. Now I just have a lot of these scrap things. So I might just kind of play around with that. Scraps off the desk, you know. So we might do something like that. Might be too busy. Alright, so we might not do that. So I kind of, this is what I do. I just look at the stuff and then just see how I feel about things. I might just leave this for now, and that's totally okay to do, right? I'm a bit on the fly here today, so I will park this on the side while I do go ahead and do the other two cards, which I kind of know what I'm doing. So this one here, right, so I've got these, so this is a card kit, right, that you, I tell you what, if you joined in October, I can send these card kits to you. So how's that for a little incentive to join? So I've got a layer of, you know, this is for the insert. So often I like to dress the inside as well, and with all the layers it tends to make the card a little bit more substantial and feels like it has better quality to it. I mean, the Stampin' Up products are really good quality, so, and let's just add it to it. So how about that? We'll just do that. So this was going to be, okay, I'm just going to put that on here. So that has been layered, and I'm going to cut that on here, and then there, and so this, and then I'm just going to layer it like that. So this was cut out of the pretty paper that I showed you before. So that's what I meant by cutting it out. Now I'm going to use the framed florets, and I might just say, maybe we'll do for a special person on a special day. How's that? Maybe we can say that. For a special person. Or do I want to do, maybe I'll do wishes actually. I changed my mind. I'm going to do wishes. So this is photopolymer. Right, so before I showed you a stamp set which was rubber, red rubber stamp set, and this which isn't see-through, whereas this one is photopolymer and it's completely see-through, so you can see where you're stamping. I'm going to use the same color, Evening Evergreen. Right, I don't know what that thing is. Okay, so ink it up properly. It's pretty good, and I'm going to, if anything, I'm just having this over here as a guide, but now I can put it barely in the middle. I'm just going to put there. Right, so look at that. How pretty is that? Wishes for a beautiful birthday. Right, let's try and clean this off so I don't get it. Don't get too many. Right, I'll just put these away. Wishes for a birthday. Right, and then, yeah, I'm going to keep it really simple. Right, because we are working on the fly, and this is supposed to be an impromptu, not live, but video. So I'm going to just put this on here. I'm using my, so you'll need glue. Every stamper will need glue, and there's lots of different kinds of glue that you can get from Stampin' Up. This green one, green multi-purpose liquid glue, is something that I use often. Just because, I don't know, I just find it really useful. But yeah, actually I use a lot of the adhesive. I go through seasons of which one is my favorite, but generally the blue one is my favorite. So that's the Evening Evergreen color, so really rich green, and then I'm just going to layer this on here. Okay, so I can either pop it up or I can put it down, which is what I'll do. So here you're going to put glue on here, so it's not in the holes obviously. Alright, so then that's just going to go on here, fairly middle-ish. Right, and that one I might pop up. Okay, so just showing you all the different products that you can get. So these are dimensionals. Now they are little self-adhesive foam mounts, and they come in these hexagonal shape. I don't know if you can see them right there. Okay, but I tend to cut these in half because I'm a little bit frugal. I just make them last longer. Well, not only that, actually, I just spread out my adhesive, if you know what I mean. So as you can see, I'm just going to put one there, 2, 3, 4, And then, so if I had left them full, that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. But I've actually cut them in half, so I've actually used 1, 2. So this is what I mean about being frugal. I'm just spreading it out, spreading the bulk out, but not using, you know, not using too many. I'm just making it go further, if you know what I mean. Right, so this baby is not going to go anywhere, right, because I have put a lot. So I have used 1, 2, 3, 3.5 in this, instead of, if I had left them whole, I could have been using however many that was, 7. Yeah. So just getting rid of the paper. Nope, don't want it upside down. Do it right way. I'm just going to put that on here. Right, and then this flower is going to go on there. Video. And then actually I might just tuck in a ribbon. Let me see. I'll just tuck in one of these ribbons. There's black and white gingham, which is amazing. I love these. So I just try and make a little bow. So loose at first, and then you just pull it and play with it and tighten it. And that could go here somewhere. The one that tucked in. How will I do this? Something like that. Okay. Why is it not working? Maybe I'll just leave it like that. Yep, okay, so just do that. So have that and thingy as well. Just have them and pull them out. Alright, and then one of these, see if I can cut that off. And just tuck that in here somewhere, or maybe I'll just leave it up there. I might just leave it there. Or there. I think I'll leave it here. So, it's creativity, as you wish. Oops, my stamp card's gone down there. Alright, so there you go, you have one card. Now, of course, let's put some gems in it. Now, I don't have, as I said before, I don't have the swirl, golden swirl gems that goes with this stamp set, so I will just do our standard rhinestone, I think. Standard rhinestone, or actually, I have these cute gold flowers. Maybe I can do them. Why not? Right, this is the Flowers Adhesive Back Trinkets. Oh, it's quite heavy. Oh, I don't know what colour they are. They are 3 different colours. I don't know. I'll just go one there. 2. And 3. There you go. So that's one stamp set. And this is quite heavy. That's quite interesting. Okay, so what other words can I use for this? What do I do with my stamps? Oh my goodness. Where did it go? Where did it disappear to? Oh, there it is. So wishes for a beautiful birthday on the inside. So I might just finish this off, right? Just to show you. Video, and we go here. So that's that. And then that goes in here. Now, tip, right, we're going to stamp first because there are two sides to every paper. And if you make a mess of the first one, the first side, you can turn it over and stamp on the other side. So the tip of the day is do not stick it on until you are finished with your stamping. So I'm just going to do that one. So I may just put that in here and then here. I'm just going to put it on the side. You can put it wherever you want, obviously, but I'm going to put it on the side here. So photopolymer, even if I didn't put it on straight, I can put it here like this. Oh gosh. Okay, that's what I have for a special person on a special day. There you go. I'm just going to put that there. Right, so there. I have a card, a finished card. There we go. Right, so that's one card. Let's put this one away. The green. Right, so let's do the next card. Just going to click that off here. This next card will be the Christmas one. Okay, so I have pre-prepared these. Again, remember, I've just decided this is an incentive for you to join. If you join in October, I will send you this card kit. Okay, this is from the pretty paper. I've cut them to size. So I generally cut them 6 by 12. And then you can do 4 inches. So you get 3 4 by 6. And then you just cut into to fit your card. So I'm going to leave this. Look at how pretty this side is as well. Right, but we're going to do this. We're going to stick with this because I'm going to make Christmas card. Because, you know, it's Christmas season. And because I wanted to use the Christmas stamp set, which we only have really till the beginning of January to use it. So that's real red card base. Of course, if you're a customer, you can still use them anytime. As a demonstrator, I probably won't be using it once it's retired, because nothing worse than for you guys as a customer than going to, you know, seeing something demonstrated and then go, oh, where can I get this? And then I say, sorry, it's retired. So anyway, so I'm going to leave that there. And this was the frame, the pretty frame. So these are very simple cards, as you can see. So I'm going to make this. It's so thin. I'm not going to. I'll just poke these little things out. I'm not going to raise it because I don't know if I've got room. So just seeing all these little bits. So this is where the green glue is handy. Okay, so you just kind of squirt in some glue, especially the four corners, I guess. Not four corners, top and bottom and sides. Okay, just very loosely. And I'm going to layer it up here. Okay, and that was the layer, which I might just lift that one up. So use dimensional to lift that one up. Okay. As you can see, just going to go, and like I feel better using heaps when I have halved it. Yep, just not wanting to be wasteful, you know. So now, if you were really concerned, you could actually have cut this bit out and then reuse this for another project. So if you're really that frugal, you can do that. So it just depends on what floats your boat. So I'm just going to leave it there, and then that will go in the middle So I'm going to use a Christmas stamp for this one. Which one have I not used? Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yep, I quite like that one. I always like that. So hopefully I will stamp this straight. Okay, and this time I'm going to stamp it in real red because I'm going for the Christmassy red and traditional color. Red and gold and green. Right, so I'm going to have my Merry Christmas. Alright, hopefully stamping it straight. Not too bad, so I'm just going to have it up there. Okay. Alright, close this pad so I don't get ink all over. As I said, space is a premium here, so I'll put this away. And this one, I might lift it up as well. Just lift up everything, why not? Because I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the middle too. Yeah, so as you can see, stamping up ink dries fairly quickly, so you don't have to wait forever, you know, for a long time. It just takes a few seconds to dry. Ugh. Just want it like that a bit more. Okay, so that's good. And then I will put a little ribbon. Where's my ribbon? There we go. I started making a bow already. Right, so I'm going to put this up here. So it looks... So I'm just going to take that, put it here, and it's going to look cool. Using my glue dot. Here's another adhesive for ribbons. They're useful. Let's just pick it up with that. Down. And voila. So you've got another card. So I won't do it now, but yeah, I'll put a layer of white in there too. Actually, maybe this is what this is for. Although it's not cut to size. Hasn't been cut to size. What about this? No, it hasn't been cut to size, but this is meant for the inside of it. So yeah, so there you go. We can cut those in and put it in there. So we've got the 1 card, the 2 card. Now what are we going to do with this 3rd one? Okay, now that I've had some time to think. Where's my 3rd card? Wait. Oh, I don't know where it's gone. Oh my word, it's disappeared. Where did it go? It fell and then I don't know where it fell to. Oh, here it is. Voila! Voila, 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 voila. Here. Right. If you're ever in doubt, you can always use pretty paper. So there was all these papers. I didn't show you, did I? Did I show you both sides? So there's that side, which is all florally, and then there's that. So that might be too much of the one color. Okay, which I can do, but maybe not. I could put that as well. I think I will go for either that or the gingham. I think the gingham would look really cool. What do you think? So, don't you think that looks cool over there? So I might just have there. I end up covering a lot of it. Oh well, let me see. Okay, put the scissors away. Let me get my paper trimmer. So there's a good chance for me to show you what I do. So this is 6 by 12. So it's 6 by 12 piece. So a good way to do it is I might cut them all into 4 by 6. Right, so cut them 4 inches along there. On the top there, I'm just measuring 4. So this is 8 by 12, 8 by 6. Now I've got this. Now then this was cut to 9.8. So let's see, do I just want it over here? I'm going to cut a little bit more because if I don't want it, I'm going to cut it maybe here. So maybe around about there. You know, there's no hard and fast rule. So 2.5. Let's see, 2.5 inches. Okay, 2.5 inches. And if I put that there, or I could put it right in the center. Okay, I might just put it down there, or I could put it up high. I think I prefer the bottom. Right, so what did I have initially? I was going to use scrap off the desk. That's something else I do often. You know, when you play around with things, and look at all these are from Merriest Moments. Like, these are the things that I've cut out to play around with when I was designing, and so these things didn't get used. So here I've got a couple of these which might work quite well. I don't know, maybe these ones. So I'm just going to bring these out. Whoops, 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 whoops. So this is what we call scrap off the desk. Use them. Like, don't throw them away just because you haven't used them. So maybe get rid of this for now. Right, so I can either, so I'm just playing around with designs. What do you think? Do you guys have any preference? What would you have done? Would I have done that? Would I do that? Season's greetings. Kind of a bit lost though, isn't it? Right, this one only has 1 leaf, so maybe not that one. I'm going to do that one. Did I have a little strip of garden green somewhere? I mean, not garden green, evening evergreen. Yes, I do. Just to provide some sort of backing on here, so we can see it better. Right, I could do that. Okay. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Maybe I'll do that. Okay, I will do that. So I'm going to cover up all these that I have stamped, which is fine. It's just, right, and then I'm going to do this top here. Right, and so I was going to cover up there. Right, I'm just going to trim that bit off. Get my scissors. Right, I'm just going to trim this bit off because this is excess. I need that, so that's there, and then put that on top of that, so we've covered up. Okay. Right, I'm going to stick this on. There we go. Okay, sometimes you just move around with it, you know. Right, and then what have we got here? These two. I might put that one there. And seasoned greetings. Okay, we'll do that. Right, let's put, this is quite thick already. I might actually just use glue. Right, and then just put, right, actually if we want to, let's do this. I have a gold twine here. Sorry, I have decided to change my mind about this. Now what do? Just going to use a tissue and wipe this off. Because I'm going to show you another adhesive. I can find it right here. So stamping seal, you get two choices. You've got the stamping seal plus. Okay. The reason why I'm using this is because, oh no, it's getting stuck to me. Oh dear. It's because I'm using these twine thingies. Sometimes we overthink how we do these, so I'm just going to pop it on. Without overthinking too much. Very hard to do when you're a crafter. Right, so I'm going to do it somewhat like that. Right, I've gone for gold because this is embossing. This is heat embossing gold. So then this will now need to be in one of these. I might have to use a mini one for these. So this is like dimensionals as well, but this is in the mini size. Right, so I'm going to go lots on here. That one there. And then maybe one on the gold, on the G. And then this side, because it's actually on top of this layer, it doesn't need to be raised. So this just needs to be on that. Right, so like that, like that. And voila. Okay, so we've got that card. Let's move that all out the way, and that's just going to go on top of that. There we go. Here we go. So, all these cards, 3 cards I've managed to do today. To give you an example. Right, so we've done, so that was the first card that we did, or actually kind of this was the first card, but then I parked it aside, and then, yeah, so we've got these 3 cards, and also that one which I did previously. So, I hope you, yeah, thank you very much for being with me and just stamping with me. I was, like I said, was feeling a little bit left out from not being able to attend my team meeting. And yeah, and so it's a little bit of an impromptu trying to put together a video, and we made it. So these are the 3 cards. Now, incentive forward. So this is an incentive for you to join my team in October. If you do that, I'll cut you these kits. You'll get 2 of each, so you get 6 cards, and I'll send that to you as a welcome gift, along with other welcome gifts that you will also get. So thanks very much, and I hope you enjoy tonight, and yeah, I hope you to see you around. Thank you.